Altitude the Dispensary Complete Marketing Plan. The ultimate goal for Altitude is to increase ROI while decreasing the average customer wait time. The monthly budget for all aspects of marketing will be around $60,000 in the first 3 months to ensure proper and optimal development of apps, websites, etc. The following months will drop down to $30,000 per month in marketing. It's estimated that Altitude will earn close to $150,000 in extra sales each month if marketing plan is completed correctly. Initial mobile marketing strategy. The short-term promotion we want to work for is to bring a friend and get 20% off your purchase. Altitude would like to establish POS systems in stores that would allow customers to sign up for rewards programs. The first deal that we're going to push is the 25% off for an online order. Email marketing is preferred over SMS so that users have less funnels to follow in order to get their barcode. And Altitude will also offer new customers to sign up for the rewards program and let them know that they'll receive double points for the first 10 orders. This should entice them to visit the store again and use their loyalty program to begin accumulating points. Some goals are to have at least 50 new customers sign up for the loyalty program each week, have an email open rate of over 60%, and of that 60% to have at least 30% of customers redeem coupons. The main KPIs would be the amount of users signed up for the loyalty program before the marketing plan is delivered versus the amount of users signed up after the marketing plan, the number of emails opened versus the total of number of emails sent, and the number of conversions. Our KPIs can indicate success or failure of our marketing strategy. KPIs are also compared side by side to see which targeting methods are optimal for conversion rates. Most important KPI is conversion rate. This would assist in word of mouth as well as people will want to bring in more friends so they can take advantage of the 50% off. Website audit. When Altitude Dispensary was searched on Google through a private browser, the company takes up the first 6 spots on the search results. There are easy calls to action buttons available without the need to scroll after search. Store hours and wait time are available to see. Altitude is averaging a 4.6 star rating with a rating number of 500. And when Dispensary Near Me was searched on Google, Altitude came up as the third result and did not show up as a top result on the map search. Some improvements we can make through SEO would be to expand our SEO strategy, begin building SEO for overall dispensary searches and keywords specific to the South Denver area. Some good examples of that are dispensaries in Denver, dispensaries near me, where to buy marijuana in Denver, and where to buy cannabis in Denver. We also want to establish all deals on the websites and main company pages such as Weedmaps, Leafly, etc. so that the backlinking allows those websites and deals to show up on the top search as well. Altitude will continue working on the Google business page so that when you type in dispensaries near me, it'll show up on the top 3 results instead of having to click in the map to find the dispensary. And finally, the budget for these improvements would be however much it costs for the salary of the CMO. The CMO should be able to set up these kinds of things on his own time. The beauty of organic SEO is that it's completely free, and so Google and other platforms allow for dispensaries to advertise as the only method available to the industry. There are clear call to action buttons for each main content page. Geolocation links show you the full menu for the closest store based on your location to one of our 3 stores. Spacing of the buttons, contrasting text on buttons, and contrasting button color to the background are all done well. The full menu options work well and are easy to search and navigate. The hamburger menu in the top right corner is very easy to use. And there's a basic drop-down menu. Some improvements we can work on are the newsletter CTA needs to be edited so that it's not covering the header logo. Drop-down menu can be made more interactive by adding borders between the button options and changing the color scheme so that purple does not become boring. The full menu for each dispensary is not up to date. It only shows the strains that could be available, but not which ones are actually available. We also do not have any of the new products on the website yet or the coming soons, which would be a nice feature. We can add more color to the menu since gray is too bland when there's a lot of content. And adding a feature to integrate Leafly into the site so that the menu pages are accurate and up to date. This will save time updating on its own instead of having to have an employee change the information to sliders manually. The budget for these changes will be close to $1,000, and the most important KPI to think of in this case would be the turnover rate. The data can show you exactly where customers stop the conversion process. These are areas to pinpoint and work on first. And the main question to ask when looking at improvements would be, which buttons are being clicked the most? Are my CTA buttons ranked based on amount of conversions? And how many people look at the menu each day? SMS marketing program. Majority of the target audience owns a mobile phone and uses a phone on a regular basis, which is limitless market potential. 90% of mobile subscribers will read a text message, even a promotional one, within 15 minutes. There are also higher click-through rates, instant opt-in and opt-outs, no junk folder, and it's highly trackable. A 4-week marketing plan for all Altitude customers will be established to help increase profits, maximize efficiency, increase customer satisfaction, build upon customer loyalty and retention, and to help spread awareness about stores to family and friends of current customers. The budgets and costs of these will be $100 in the first month. This will cover SlickText, employees, hourly, and miscellaneous fees, along with low-risk, high-reward method of obtaining loyal customers that are interested in saving money. Month 2 will be determined based on the outcome of month 1. Data will be assessed weekly to ensure goals are being met and to optimize future strategies. SlickText costs an average of $29 a month, and the employee hourly is $10 an hour, estimated 2 to 3 hours of work per month. The status of the goals will be checked weekly to ensure we meet goals with the KPIs. These goals will be revised weekly to ensure goal optimization, as well as where we need to make changes to our approach. Some of our main goals are to add 1,000 new SMS subscribers in the first month. Right now, we currently have 134 subscribers. We like to maintain an open rate of 80% on our text messages with a conversion rate of at least 40%, and would like to have profits increase during promotional hours. And our baseline is limited time promotions will be used specifically to increase sales during slow days and times. Some key KPIs to look at are delivery rate, redemption rate, conversion rate of outreach, click tracking, number of customers subscribed, list growth, 24-hour trailing opt-out rate, and the ROI. Altitude will use Google Analytics 360 suite along with SlickText to track the measurements that are most valuable to our companies. These include open rate, click-to-delivery rate, conversion rate, customer acquisition costs, customer satisfaction and retention, number of customers compared to previous days and hours without promotions running, and profits to costs. Some of the legal requirements for SMS are that they must allow opt-in and opt-out at the discretion of the customer, it must send a confirmation text when the customer is signed up, and it must always include the fine print. Here's a good example of one of our ads that we would be using. Some of the future messages we'll be using are early bird specials, where the first 100 customers in the store receive 10% off their purchase. Get 7 grams of concentrate for $120 out the door while supplies last. 30% off your purchase for the next 3 hours, and bring a friend and get 10% off your order. Social media marketing. A 4-week social media marketing plan to help increase profits, maximize efficiency, increase customer satisfaction, build upon customer loyalty and retention, and spread awareness about our stores. Some of the goals are to gain over 1,000 followers in the first month across all social media platforms, to establish relationships with followers to increase the number of active followers, and to have a follow-unfollow ratio of less than 10%. We also can like to have a social to conversion ratio of over 40%. Some of the KPIs that go with this are clicks, likes, comments, shares, brand mentions, active followers, followers gained per month, follow to unfollow ratio, and social media conversions. Target audience are men and women aged 21 to 50 who show interest in cannabis and CBD products, residents and those who travel to Denver frequently, and friends of those who follow Altitude on social media, as long as followers of influencers. To increase target followers, we would like to acquire and maintain relationships with leading influencers in the cannabis industry. Key influencers are crucial to the success of Altitude's social media accounts, since Altitude cannot use paid promotion. And we'd like to find influencers in the Denver area that will stop by locations in person to share content along with the assistance of giveaways. I'd also like to post content relevant to discounts and industry-related topics. Content must have a high shareability level. And finally, we would like to host giveaways and contests for a chance to win prizes. The budget for this is $5,000 per month, which is dedicated to the acquisition of influencers. Due to federal restrictions, Altitude must rely on organic results along with influencer push to increase brand awareness. Altitude will use the appropriate platform analytics to perform basic KPI analysis, to make all data trackable within Google Analytics Suite 360. We'd like to compare the platform data of the social media platforms to the Google data to ensure consistency. We'd like to use Google Analytics to accurately analyze social to website conversions, and use Google Analytics to analyze social to conversions on the website. Facebook content will be focused on highlighting new products, vendors, and promotional deals. We'll also be sharing blog content on Facebook to increase shareability and increase traffic. Success is measured by the amount of new followers per month, the amount of interactions per month, and the number of shares. On Instagram, we'll be using it primarily to showcase high-quality photography and video of in-house products. We'll also be working with influencers and get them to take photos at the stores and grow. And success is measured by the number of new followers, the number of likes per post, and the number of comments per post. Reddit will be used to share all blog posts in hopes of virality. Reddit has the highest viral percentage out of all the social media platforms. Content must be over 2 words, contain pictures, and topics must be directly related to the cannabis industry. Mobile app marketing. Altitude will begin production of its native app to house online orders, customer loyalty points, and more. We plan to hire 3 in-house developers to develop, test, and maintain the app. Developers will be paid hourly. The estimated time for completion is 90 days. The estimated hours is 120 hours. And the budget for app development, testing, and upkeep is $10,000 per month. Budtenders will tell all of their customers about the app, along with telling them to take advantage of online ordering. Customers will have full access to their reward program, can use points to redeem products online, such as apparel. Use their points in store by scanning a barcode off the app or apply the points to an online order to save money. We'll let customers know if they download the app and leave a review on the App Store, they'll receive a free joint. Place an ad in the Denver Westward that highlights the addition of online ordering. The budget for initial marketing is $2,000 per month. ASO is important since close to 70% of all apps are discovered through the App Store search. Our title would be Altitude the Dispensary. Our main keywords would be cannabis, dispensary, leafly, weed maps, and marijuana. And some other ways to increase ASO would be to increase the number of downloads and app reviews. Stickiness can be achieved by letting customers know they will receive deals that will only be available and released to those who use the app. Customers will have full access to the loyalty program instead of having to ask the budtender how many points they have. When customers place orders online, their information will be saved so that they will not have to type in the same information every time. Customers will receive 10% off a purchase for downloading the app and showing it to the budtender, and customers will receive a free joint for leaving a review. Some of our key measurements are download rate, opt-out rate, customer acquisition costs, customer satisfaction, retention, and profits over costs. Some KPIs are the number of download apps, the number of ratings and average rating of app, the number of orders placed through the online ordering system, and the number of 24-hour dropouts. Goals to determine success. The status of the goals will be checked each week to ensure we are meeting goals associated with the KPIs. Ideally, we'd like to acquire over 1,000 downloads within the first month, have over 300 reviews in the first month with an average star rating of 4.5, and generate over 2,000 sales through online orders in the first month. Omnichannel m-commerce. Altitude must use m-commerce to drive customers to the brick-and-mortar store since we cannot sell our products online. The main changes that can be implemented immediately to the store that encompass the omni-channel approach are to set up iPads at each station that allow customers to go through our entire menu, a detailed description of the products and ratings of the products based on other customers. This interactive style would allow new customers to dig deep without feeling bad or awkward for having to ask the budtender too many questions. This system would also speed up the process for customers who know the type of product interested in but do not know all of the possible choices available. The second aspect that needs to be incorporated to maximize the m-commerce needs is the online ordering process. Online ordering would allow the customers to spend less than half the time they would normally spend at the shop. Customers would also be able to look at the live menus at their own time and comfort. The most valuable aspect of online ordering is the freedom of customers to be able to pick up products at their own time if the store is open. The development team will need to create a platform that allows for instant update of our current menus. The software must be able to integrate directly into the Altitude systems. This system can be cross-faceted to accommodate for both in-store iPads and mobile for online ordering. And the estimated time for completion is 90 days. Development will be followed by intensive usability tests to ensure the software is as effective as possible. The budget for app development, testing, and upkeep is $30,000 per month. Goals. The initial testing period will take the data from month 1 after the software and online ordering has been set to live. Data will be reviewed weekly to ensure constant optimization. The main goals